Recently, we started learning Kendo.
And a lot of people have told us that we should have started with Kenjutsu instead.
They say that Kendo is just a sport and Kenjutsu is a real martial art.
We knew that Kendo was a sport before we started, but we chose it anyway for one very specific reason.
Kendo spars. Most Kenjutsu schools don't spar. There are some out there that do, but the majority of them don't. They just do kata and they do technique.
And to us, sparring is incredibly important. It's a necessary part to pressure test what we learn.
Learning the techniques and learning them correctly is important, but pressure testing them to make sure they work under duress and under stress is even more important.
And it's the most fun.
This doesn't mean we're not gonna do Kenjutsu or Iaido or anything else. We just wanted to start with a very structured martial art that incorporated sparring.
Even in HEMA, starting with modern Olympic fencing is a great way to learn the fundamentals.
I started with modern Olympic fencing way before I started doing HEMA. Modern Olympic fencing has a much heavier emphasis on distance management, timing, and footwork. And this meant when I started HEMA, I was way ahead.
Kendo was also the most accessible. We looked and Kendo was the easiest thing to find.
Not only that, but because Kendo spars, it's easier to tell if you're at a good school or a bad school. A lot of martial arts just have a belt system, but in Kendo, you get to watch your instructor spar, and you can tell if they know what they're talking about or not. But we're also excited to try out other Japanese martial arts once we've gotten the basics of Kendo down.